tension is to be loved when it is like a passing note to a beautiful, beautiful chord. Do I murder us, putting pavement in my veins, shooting it in special heroin for the seeking and displaced? But tension is to be loved when it is like a passing note to a beautiful, beautiful chord. like I said before, I've got the right to ignore the ruin in myself if it won't change. And so I lay it down with my humanistic crown up on the shelf. I was taking out a trip to see a miscue menagerie in my soul, where all the thoughts escape the cage and vape across the spiritual plane. I was taking out a trip to see a miscue menagerie in my soul, where all the thoughts escape the cage and vape across the spiritual plane. I think I'll change my mind. I'd rather seek than find a sorrow from you I won't regret. And I was taking out a trip to see a miscue menagerie in my soul, where all the thoughts escape the cage and vape across the spiritual plane. I was taking out a trip to see a miscue menagerie in my soul, where all the thoughts escape the cage and vape across the spiritual plane. These things which I so often wonder, this need to create myself, frustration forgotten through slumber, it's there when I wake, you feel it before I rise. And I pull myself out of this mire, if I could collect my strength or muster an ounce of desire, find up on Christmas Eve. There's so many other things we'd rather do, like making angels in the snow, playing records soft and low, bundle up and watch the fire grow, me and you. And with time to spare, without a care, we don't need nothing new. Some mistletoe, a lover's glow, and a table dressed for two. Yeah, I'd rather have Christmas with you. Shopping days are almost done. Shopping never was much fun without my one and only one. It's all just blue. But with time to spare, without a care, we don't need nothing new. Some mistletoe, a lover's glow, and a table dressed for two. Oh, I'd rather have Christmas with you. Rudolph, Frosty, Christmas lights, jingle bells, and silent nights. It's always right in front of you. Yeah, with time to spare, without a care, we don't need nothing new. Some mistletoe, a lover's glow, and a table dressed for two. Oh, I'd rather have Christmas with you. Yes, I'd rather have Christmas with you. I'd rather have Christmas with you. I know we often feel the rub of love, that we don't always fit quite hand in glove, but we live inside of a mystery that my heart often fails the sheets again for you, and off rhythm and time slows to make moments eternal, moments eternal. Some kind of holy test, stitch the trench marks off my chest, to get up, walk outside my head, on a holy search for Angeltread. Washes white the darkened walls with a milky veil of silk, and I see the spirits live. Now I've lost my fear, so I pray that you come here with a million sparkling lights and help me through the night. Some kind of holy test, stitch the trench marks off my chest, to get up, walk outside my head, on a holy search for the milky prints of spirits near. I pray that they have lost their fear. A million wisps of sparkly light weaving through the walls. Some kind of holy test, stitch the trench marks off my chest, to get up, walk outside my head, on a holy search for I built these walls with blinders on my eyes, brick by brick, and now I realize that I'm shut out, I'm shut in, and every time I try to reach out, to reach in, I break my fingers on the bricks. Why do I do this to myself? There's really no one else to blame. So could you reach down and pull me out? You'll never be too far gone to be sad.